Hey everyone, Michael Michalowski here with Stockwits Academy. Thank you for joining us. Now, before we begin, this is my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I just love stocks, in particular the ones we're here to talk about today. Now, wow, what a green day today. I mean, it's been phenomenal. I mean, everywhere we look on the screen here, I mean, it's really green. And one of the things I said on my video on Sunday is, if we have I expect a green day on Monday, which was yesterday, and today is actually playing to be a lot better than it was yesterday. And if yesterday and today were a great day, then we're going to see a great turn, and it's really a bull market. And I think we kind of hit that bottom there. So, I believe we're on our way up. SOS is doing very well. It has released a PR this morning regarding some questions that a lot of the shareholders just simply wanted answered. And we finally got that. We got a PR response the next business day after the reports from the Hindenburg were released. Then we had the video that got surfaced. And then today, that video was actually posted on their corporate website, as well as the PR with the questions that they answered. So feel free to take a look at that PR news. It's pretty interesting there. So, I'm a strong believer in SOS. And, we need to remember as investors, it's very, very important to make sure that we have the education that we need. But more importantly, the emotional intelligence. It has to be there. Without that, we're going to be scared about, nickel and dimes. And we need to understand what goes up must come down, and whatever goes down will always go back up eventually, right? All right, let's take a look at some things here that I want to show you guys. So, as you can see here, I have some pretty big movers. Xela doing very, very well from the catalyst from earlier this morning regarding the multi-billion-dollar contract from the government there, and they actually have a mobile payment solution for their healthcare solution. It's pretty good. Being from the industry, and I know about mobile payment solutions integrated with ERP solutions, so that. It's a very good solution, and kudos on them. That stock has been going on a tear. It's up 200% as we see here on the screen. Let me bring up, give me one moment here. All right, so another good one that keeps on tearing is OCEN. That one has been slowly climbing up over the last little while, and I'm going to be interested into seeing if it can actually hold, to be honest with you. With this particular ticker, it usually goes on a nice run and then kind of decreases from there. All right, so how about NEO with that performance? I really hope that everyone bought that dip, because me personally, I don't think we are going to see NEO at a time. You can see my chart there? Yeah, good. I don't think we're going to see a NEO at a time where it's going to be at that low again. For me, by 2025, this stock, anywhere between $300 to $500 a share. That's just my opinion. So let's take a look at that here for a second. Let's take a look at that for a second here. Now, I want everyone, when they're looking at their charts, to make sure they have some key indicators on there. And these are the ones that I use here. Now, the key one for me is that yellow line. I call it the yellow brick road, right? It's the SMA 200. Now, for me, whenever I'm looking at a chart, because charts don't lie, at least with what I feel and what I've experienced. So when you're looking at a chart, take a look at this yellow brick road, the SMA 200. If it is pointing in an upward trajectory, even though the stock is down, for me, I'm very confident that we're going to continue in an upward trajectory. Now, even though we're down here, look at this line. It's still in an upward trajectory. Now it's slowly starting to turn here, but you got to remember, we are up 18% on NEO right now. Some fantastic gains. And I think we're going to continue seeing that. They're just simply going to dip a little bit, buy the dip, sell it a little bit high, and continue in that upward trajectory. So, for me, continue seeing gains on NEO, especially leading into the power hour there. All right, the next one I want to talk about is GLSI. Now for me, GLSI is a heavy buy, especially with the data coming out in the reports. That is gonna go, through the roof. This is the stock that went up 300% that one time. Remember that. Yesterday we saw some pretty big gains, and I think right now we're about to see a breakout. Personally, I think leading up into the afternoon, it's gonna make some significant gains, like it just did, like yesterday, going up, I believe, at one point 150%. So, all we need is just a little more push, a little more volume, and it is gonna simply rocket from there. So I hope you're in that one. That one's a great one for me. They cured breast cancer in a 3-year study, phase 3, 5-year study. Unheard of. Okay. Phase 3 studies are typically 2 to 3, maybe 4 years, right? So that's a great one for me. Now, another one, SOS. Okay. We talked about that earlier. And right now, I need SOS. There we go. Now look at that from the news this morning. Okay. Let's just tap in here. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. So there's SOS there. Now, right now, we opened at 601. Now, right now we are at 601. So we need that SMA 200 to curve upwards there. As long as it curves upwards, we're going to continue seeing gains. However, I expect this stock to continue to being shorted until about potentially 130, even longer, in the after hours. In the after hours, where those shorts do not have any control, they're going to have trouble. Okay, they're going to have trouble buying and selling and covering their positions, because the float on this is, it's heavily shorted. Heavily. I have said for the last 3 weeks, we're in for a major squeeze on SOS. And I strongly believe that. I really, really do. And we're going to see that. And when that happens, every dog gets their day, shorty. Another one I want to talk about is Ancn. All right. So the next one I want to talk about is Ancn. It just released a SEC report filing for Form 425, which is for regarding mergers and acquisitions. So having said that, I'm expecting a big squeeze on Ancn. As you can see, it's already taken off. Now, remember what I said, that yellow brick road, that yellow line, the SMA 200, it's in an upward trajectory. So I really think that we're going to have some significant volume on this particular stock, especially in the after hours, as well as once the general market regurgitates really the SEC filing that it just had. So are we in a market crash? I don't believe so. The stocks have continuously performed yesterday and today. We just received word that everything's going to be signed, sealed, and delivered regarding the stimulus tomorrow. So, people are spending money, and I don't believe people are going to resort to bonds. And I really strongly believe that we're going to continue seeing this upward trajectory. We're in this bullish market, and we're going to have a strong power hour in even better after hours as well. So I hope you liked my video. Please hit like, subscribe at the bottom, and have a good power hour and even better after hours. Talk to you soon.